Welcome everyone to the channel, Sprinkle Sprinkle. So today we're going to be discussing flatter men and they give. So I know a lot of you already know this, but I feel like some of y'all don't know how to flatter men. I think some of y'all are so focused on getting what you want versus how to get it easier with less work. Okay. So when you flatter a man, they want to do more for you, but you have to look good while you're doing it, unless you're flattering them over texts and they can't really see you. But in person, you need to look the part, okay? Because flattering from someone that you don't find attractive is not the same as flattery from someone you do find attractive. This is the difference between pick-me-sha and someone who is out of a man's league. Which type of woman do you think will get more through flattery? A woman out of his league or pick-me-sha, who's in his league and really wants him more than he wants her? That is the difference. Okay. So pick-me-sha will definitely give lots of flattery, but he doesn't want the flattery from her. Okay. He wants the flattery from someone else. This is why some women can get men to spend and some women cannot. So if you are the type of woman that gets too much flattery all the time and you're not out of their league, you're less likely to get anything. Now flattery can come in all different forms. It can come through, oh, you're so smart. Oh, you're so thoughtful. Oh, you're so kind. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you for doing this. Da 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 da. I can't believe that. Da 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 da. It's a form of flattery, allows the man to feel like he's all that and that he is in your league. Okay, temporarily. He feels like he's at a place that he's been trying to get for the longest. He feels like you respect him. He feels like you see him. So therefore, a flattery coming from someone out of a man's league is going to get you more. So write that down. And the reason why is because when someone sees, the type of woman they really want, they don't care. All you have to do is let them know. And they're going to make sure they help you or they give you what you want or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because no one else out of their league is giving them that sort of flattery. They don't get that feeling everywhere they go. They only get it from you, and they appreciate it from you because they feel like you see them and that they finally gotten to where they want to go. So that's why you have to flatter to get what you want. So examples of flattery, like I said, flatter them if they're not, they're that attractive. Flatter them by how kind and thoughtful and whatever they are, or how intelligent they are. Focus on the things that they know are true and make them feel good about them, as if you notice, see them, and appreciate whatever it is that they're contributing to the world or whatever. You said whenever you flatter a man, he runs away because you ugly, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know what you look like, but if you flatter a man and they run away, go get your looks to change and make sure that they're more attracted to you than you are to them. So I don't know what you look like because you don't have a picture up there, but I'm saying it's your looks. If you flatter somebody, they running. Or if you flatter people and you're very transparent and they only think that you're nice when you want something, that's also a telltale sign and they won't respond to it. So it has to be for no reason sometimes, and then it has to be right before you're going to ask for something, but then wait a little while. Or it has to be right after you asked for something and they said no, but you still gonna give them their props anyway, no matter what. Then they feel like, well, and it has nothing like you wait a little while before you give them a flattery or, and then they think twice about them saying no, and then they go ahead and say yes. So a no does not cause you automatically to get mad or do something else. You give them a few minutes or maybe a couple of hours, and then you give them a compliment anyway after they said no and you've accepted the answer no. Then they're going to come back with a yes. Okay. Because you're still flattering them. And they feel like since they said no, they run the risk of losing you to someone else if they keep saying no to you. So they have to say yes. Okay. So y'all remember that. Also, it's better when if you know the man likes attention and likes to be praised or whatever, it's better to do it in public or around some close friends that he may hang out with or whatever, or when you are not going to get anything in return. So you're setting it up for the next time for him to say yes. Okay. So that's what you have to do sometimes to certain types of men who like flattery. And you know the type of men who like flattery. I'm going to tell you how to spot the type of men who like flattery. The ones who you know are not getting it. The ones who you know don't get flattery every day, all day from most people. So remember, something is worth more coming from certain people than it is from other people. So your flattery is very valuable to men, especially if you look good and you're out of their league. It's more valuable than Pygmy flattery. So use it sparingly and when you need it. Okay? Don't daily flatter men. Flatter them when it's necessary or to prepare the way for you to get what you want. Whatever. Save it. Now, a lot of women are asking me, why don't men give compliments or why men stop giving compliments? Because it's the same thing. They want to save the compliments or they want to bring you down a notch so that you can be in their league. So when you find a man that does not give you compliments, give him compliments instead. Or flatter him instead. And this is the best thing you can tell one of those guys who are obviously going out of their way to not compliment you. You know what you say? You say this, you know what? You are so refreshing. I mean, most guys that I meet, they're always telling me how beautiful I am and how gorgeous I am and how pretty I am and da da da. They never ask me about me. They never ask me about, and I appreciate that you appreciate that I have a mind and that there's more to me than my looks. That's the best compliment a man can ever give a woman. So literally, you've just forced them to agree that they just gave you the biggest compliment of all by not complimenting on your looks. And that you already know you look good, period, point blank, period. And that they saw deeper. And that was the biggest compliment of them all. So therefore, you're taking whatever they're trying to use against you and flip it right back around and use it as a compliment. You see what I'm saying? And They already know you look good. That's duh. They have eyes. They know you look good. They know you look good. So now what you've done is set up that now you're closer to that person because you feel that they see you in a different way than most guys. And so now that they think that you feel like that about them, they're going to start to see you that way and look to see if there's more to you. And when they start seeing that there is more to you and you're flattering them, they're going to think this woman is different. This woman is special. And guess what? You got them. Okay. That's it. That's all you got to do. It does not require cooking. It does not require cleaning. It does not require doing laundry. It does not require, being a pygmy at all. It requires little thought. Okay. There are different types of women that will scrub and cook their way into a domestic marriage. And there's other women who will use knowledge, their looks, and all the other things to get what they want and lure their way into a marriage if that's what they want. Except they'll be getting what they want versus being the domestic help. Okay. Um, and men feel like they've hit the jackpot when they get to marry the woman that they actually like, can get along with, attracted to, and who is a challenge to them. They feel like that's the one. Because if they can rule over you, if they can pretty much tell you what to do, if you're going to have dinner on the table when they get home and the house spotless and stuff like that, you're very predictable and you're not a challenge. And your compliments don't even matter to them because you're the help. So make sure you know that, ladies, and stop doing the most for the least. Okay. Don't be the help, ma'am. Don't be his help. Okay. And, that way, guess what? Everything that he gives to you, everything that he wants you to have, everything that you want, you're going to get it. Why? Because without you, he doesn't feel like the man that you've made him feel like. Without you, he can't feel the way he wants to feel about himself. Okay. And also, a lot of women have always asked me, how do you make a man do more or, you know, accomplish more or earn more or da 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 da. This is how you flatter them. You give them that sense of who they are, who they want to be, and that's who they become, or if that's who they really are, then that's who they show you that they're really who they really are. Okay. Um and y'all, this is all I want to tell y'all is like if y'all are insecure within yourselves, you can't flatter anyone else because they will see the lie. So if you are insecure, go work on yourself first because flattery from an insecure person is worthless. So you have to know you're all that first in order to properly flatter the next person. Because as soon as, something happens that you feel insecure about, you're going to be unable to fulfill, that form of flattery if you feel insecure. So stop being insecure. If you're an insecure woman, go work on yourself. If you don't feel like the main character, if you're not all that, if you know you can you could go do better, if you don't know that you could go do better, then that's why you're insecure. When you know in your mind that you can go get whatever you want, all that insecurity will go away. And this is self-work, mental self-work, most of all. Like When you mentally know you can go get whatever you want, or you can go do what you want, or you can go do better than what you're currently doing, that's when you are unbothered and able to get what you want. Okay. All this insecurity mess, let it go. Because let me tell you, if you're insecure about somebody looking at somebody else, would you rather than be blind? Think about that. It's dumb. You said, what if he becomes more wealthy and starts to appreciate his woman less? Well, then she needs to become more beautiful and appreciate herself more so that other men with more money than him can appreciate her too. All right. It works both ways, man. While he over there doing what he doing, she can go over there and do what she does. Okay. It's not like someone told you to stop doing more for yourself and doing for yourself. It's not like somebody told you to stop taking care of yourself or look better. Or if you have the ability to look how you want to look and go get something better, then you shouldn't care. He's supposed to be getting richer for you. And you're supposed to be looking good so that you can take him or leave him. Period. Okay. Otherwise, you know what? Who cares? All right. You said when he get more money, then spend more money. Exactly. Up your Christmas list. Like, okay, you making more money this year? This is what I want. You making more money this year? You go my Christmas list. This is what I want for my birthday. Spend it. That's why he's making it for you, not for them. Okay. So if you stupid enough to think he's making more money for them, then be smart enough to know he's making that money for you to keep you and use it. Okay. All right. So women start getting dumb and stupid when men start making more money thinking they're going to leave them. No, they're making that money for you. So you better make your list. Better go tell them what you need, what you want, and stop being insecure. Especially if you look good. That's for you. What if he got money, but it's just frugal? Well, then he's frugal. Hopefully he has money set aside to not be frugal with you. Or that's why you need more than one man. Hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And why do y'all ask the same exact questions? Like one of the things that y'all always ask, what if he's frugal? If you can't figure out how to get a male species to spend money on you, then there's nothing I can do for you, man. You need to go get back in the mirror and fix yourself up. Okay. If somebody of the male species can't give you in something, you're doing everything incorrect. Wrong. Go back to the drawing board, man. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Go look to another one. Yes, like I keep telling y'all, if y'all can't get a man, let me rephrase that because some of y'all are too into the pronouns. If you can't get a male, a straight male, to give you something, you're messing with the wrong one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because some of y'all are identifying as something else or messing with somebody that's identifying with something else. Y'all need to look and make sure who you're dealing with. Mhm. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all know I don't go for that. Whatever you was born as, if you straight or whatever you was born as, that's what you are. Unless you claiming to be everything, then I understand. If you claim to be everything, because that means You're all powerful. And that's how I see myself, main character energy. So main character energy, that's what you need to, that's the new pronoun. I identify as main character. All right. Okay. He says there's something that's too pretty. You rarely get approached by men that did approach me that were intimidated at first because of okay. You got to find somebody that's really confident within themselves. Like most men will not approach someone that's too pretty because they're not as confident in themselves. They're fearing your rejection or they feel like you come with a lot of problems. Just like a woman does not want to approach a man at all, but a woman does not really want to be with a man who looks better than her because he already knows. Like the guy who's cute, he already knows that he can take advantage of that woman. So, but that women don't really go for looks. Men mostly go for looks. Okay. So they're more likely to approach you if you look good, if they're confident enough and have enough money to deal with you. So if you're that attractive, you need to go somewhere where there are super rich men, not just regular rich, but super rich. Okay. Ones with, you know, confidence. Okay. Now, when I say that, that doesn't mean you're going to find a single one. It doesn't mean you're going to find someone that's perfect. It just means you're going to find somebody that will approach you that has the confidence and probably the money. That's what it means. Okay. Because some of y'all read too deep into what I say and then y'all put words there that weren't there. So a lot of y'all say, well, I did what you said, but I only meet married men. Okay, well, I did what you said, but everybody that comes on to me, you know, this is okay. And what's your goal? Is your goal to marry that person or to get them to pay some bills? Is your goal to get them to take you to the car dealership, to get you a better car? What is your goal? See, y'all don't have the right goals. Y'all always go in there thinking about this is going to be my husband. This is going to be my man. You don't even know them. So how are you supposed to, why do you go in any type of dating or relationship thinking this is going to be your husband or this is going to be your wife? The first thing y'all think about is, oh, he's married. Oh, he's seeing other women. Oh, he's this. Oh, he's that. Okay. Is he a bill payer? Can he pay all your debt off? Um, can he give you what you want? Because if it's not going to be you, it's going to be somebody else. This is what I tell a lot of women, and they won't listen because they're so programmed when these guys are not programmed to only date single. These guys are going to date whoever they want because they have enough money to, you know, rich, not rich, single, married, in a relationship, whatever. They're going to date who they want, not who they think is available to start a family and a life with and a future with. They're not thinking about 10 years from now. They're thinking about this week. And so when you're dating, if you're not trying to find your husband yet, then think about this week, this month. What are your goals? Short-term goals, right? Now, when you have got your savings going, your business going, you're not desperate anymore. And you feel like, okay, now you want to attract a man for long term, then you're going to have to make sure that you've learned the signs of a man being married by dealing with married men, because this is how you learn. You have to learn the signs of men who are generous and who are not generous. And you have to learn the signs of men who are lying and when men are not lying. This is how you learn by dating the ones that you know are going to be liars, that you know are married, that you know are this, and that. because once you get that experience, you'll know who's who, and you can avoid them and be able to scope out the ones who are not. Okay. Experience is a teacher. All right. Know that. And don't be afraid because y'all are too scared. That's why you never get what you want. Y'all are too afraid to do so many things that you just settle. Look, if you're that scared, then settle. Okay. You said asking silly questions. I know, y'all. People ask silly questions. You hope they're being paid to ask them questions. You just hope that they are. But if some of them aren't, some of them just really should have had a better diet growing up so their brain could fully develop. Okay. What are other compliments to give a man other than the one you've mentioned? Sparkle T. Oh, T. Sorry. Appreciate the donation. The best thing you can tell a man is whatever he prides himself on. Whatever he prides himself on, that's what you tell him. Because he sees that you recognize him and that the very thing that he prides himself on, you see, you recognize, and you have that in common. So that's what. So whatever, you got to pay attention and see what he prides himself on. And that's how you do it. Mm-hmm. Compliment receive. Get what you want. How to not feel ugly if no man approaches you at the restaurant bar. If you don't know that you're not ugly, then I can't help you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know, if other people's action determine how you feel about yourself, you're insecure. Okay. No matter if I get approached or not at a bar, I know I look good. Period. You can't tell me nothing. Still. Okay. So if other people's actions determine how you feel, that's your problem that you need to fix on your own within. Because I know. And if you don't know, then no one else will know. That's why you have to know. You don't, no one else will. So work on that. Knowing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to make sure they don't get bored of you. By not being dumb and predictable. Do whatever you want. Okay. Don't flatter them every day. Flatter them when they deserve it. Because if you flatter them every day, it's going to start to be like it's not real, it's fake. And it's not as appreciative. You don't flatter someone daily because they won't appreciate it after a while. You only flatter them when you are supposed to. And it means more and it's more valuable when it's not too much or daily. Okay. If you want to flatter them daily, make sure it's something menial and that's not that important to them. Save the big flattery for other times. Okay. So what if you're with someone stingy? Hopefully it's the woman that's stingy and not the man, because women are supposed to be a little bit stingy because the woman gives so much of herself. If she's not stingy with certain things, then she's going to get taken advantage of. So women have to be stingy, but men, They are the giver, so they definitely are supposed to give. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. If you're dealing with the man who's stingy, they're dealing with a lot of feminine energy or lack energy or poverty mind, or they don't feel like you're worth spending on. So this is why I tell people, if they're stingy, let them know that other people are willing to spend on you, but you don't have to tell them this. This means you just come back with whatever you needed them to get you from someone else. Okay. And you don't have to tell them how you got it unless they're going to ask. Then you say, oh, you know what? It was on sale. Just lie. They already know somebody else bought it for you, man. Okay. Especially if you were so bent on them getting it for you. Okay. You've been dating this guy for a few months now and he wrote you a check, girl. All right. He's getting handsy and asking for kisses, and I don't like it. Okay. Then lie to him. Tell him you can't kiss him. I can't kiss you right now because just make up a whole lie that'll flatter him even more. A lie flatter. A flatter lie. If I kiss you, I'm gonna fall for you. And if I fall for you, I can't concentrate. I can't like all that I think about is you, and I want to be with you. And I turn into a pick me shit when I do those types of things. So therefore, you're gonna have to totally provide and take care of me. Because there's no way I'm going to be able to go to work and concentrate when my boss constantly hitting on me, or guys asking me out to lunch while I'm at work, or this, and that. So if I'm with you, I'm with you. So I can't kiss you because I'm going to fall for you. And I don't know if you're ready for that level of commitment, such as taking care of me financially. That way, you just told him, look, if we kissing, I ain't working, you paying all these bills. I'm gonna be totally provided for because I'm gonna fall for you hard, and you're gonna have to take care of me because you're gonna be responsible for it. So you just gave him a flattery, telling him you was gonna fall for him if you kissed him. Then you told him what the cost is gonna be. So now he knows he got to start paying some bills if he wants them kisses and more. And then you just basically told him you're very attracted to him and how you're one of those women that just give their all, not really, to the men that they're with. And in exchange, you need to be provided for. So he's got a decision to make. And he's going to be like, well, what other woman I can find that looks this good that's going to do that for me? Then he's going to have to weigh his options. And he's going to either say yes or no. And he ain't going to be able to do all the extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? The touching and the kissing. So just explain it like that. What does it mean when you are leveled up but no men approach you? It doesn't mean anything. It means you're in the wrong environment. Okay. It means quality over quantity. Okay. Y'all know like some of those music artists that just put out 10 songs and all of them are crap versus somebody that waits and puts out a couple of good songs and all of them are really good. It's like that. I would rather wait for an album to come out for a year and it'd be good than for somebody to keep putting out stupid songs that nobody's going to listen to in 2 months from now. You know what I'm saying? So quality is better than quantity, especially if you find the one that has the money. Hmm. Okay. How do you get past provider man being short? He wants to put my name on his house. He wants my name on his house, but wants marriage firstly. Is it smart to marry him? He 42, 47. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know, but I definitely, if he's not spending money first, if that provider man has not proven himself to you before all of that, then the answer is no. But if he's proven himself time and time and time again, and you already know you got him wrapped around your finger, then do what you want. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What happens if he doesn't take you on dates? Then someone else should, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Um, If you want to go on dates, tell him. If you don't want to go on dates, don't go on dates. But if you want to, tell him. Okay. And sometimes, some people don't like going in the same places that other people like going. So you got to also think about that one. How to get rid of a dusty who's taking up mind space? Um, Unless they're paying, then I don't know. Like if someone is taking up any type of mind space with anyone, that's your issue, not their issue. So the best way to get rid of it is to think about something else or do something else. Okay. Except most men think that pretty women are taken. Yeah, but a bold man will take a pretty woman from who they want to. That's the kind I want. I don't want nobody who's scared. Okay. Uh-oh. Jokesy girl, spark, spark. Appreciate that. Okay. Some women are different. They like boldness. They like somebody that's gonna come get you. They like somebody to say, I don't care. Because if you just automatically think that most pretty women are taken, you don't have enough confidence in yourself to take a pretty woman. That's the kind I need. I don't, you know, they don't hear that. They didn't hear that. You ain't married. Is you married? That's why divorce exists. Okay. Well, I don't care. You know, everybody has free will. So if somebody wants to spend money on you, they gonna spend money on you. Period. No matter what. And I know some of y'all are coming from different cultures where y'all are pushed into the fear zone and things like that. But think about this: men aren't. So if a man like you, they like you. They're gonna spend money on you no matter what. And I know some of y'all come from these different cultures, but let me tell y'all, some of y'all's men, when they like a woman, they gonna spend money on her. Period. They don't care. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So some men are bold, but they need to have the money to also back it up, which means they got to be bold with their wallets. They got to be bold with their spending. They got to be bold with what they want. Otherwise, you know, there's nothing to flatter them with. I like how bold you are. So now, if this is not your style, then whatever your style is, if you don't like to deal with certain men, then don't deal with them. Don't deal with them. But what is your goal? You know, if your goal doesn't require you to marry, then stop thinking that way. If your goal does not require you to be committed long term, then stop thinking that way. If that's what you want, then yes, think that way. Okay. Not every man is for husband. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said they married and bold. I know. You ain't ever seen a man that's married, bold, and still dating other women? I have. I've seen a lot of them. Okay. In fact, most of y'all know this is true. This is that when y'all are out and about, that y'all are always getting, approached. So why is it such a taboo when a woman knows that and uses it to her advantage? It's not, because he's going to choose someone. He's going to say, you know what? I choose you to spend my money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What is the best way to seduce? Best, oh, sparkle, sparkle. I appreciate that. First you got to seduce mentally. Then you have to seduce. Then you have to seduce with, you know, subtle ways, subconscious ways, and then the physical falls in line. Okay. So Sprinkle, sprinkle. And flattery is one of the ways to do so. That's one of the mental ways to seduce a man by flatter. You flatter them, not on their looks, on something else. And that's, I'm gonna tell y'all something about me. Your looks are, if you're a good looking man versus an ugly man versus an average looking man, I don't care. I'm not looking at your looks. I mean, I can see them. I could be attracted to them. But you need to have more. I need to be attracted to more than what you look like. So you have to have something mental going on there. You got to be a little bit different, so on and so forth. You got to be smart because I can't do nothing with nothing dumb. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. And you know, if a man can't impress you, if a man can't show you something different, if a man can't, you know, show you a new perspective of something, then what? Why are you there? So a lot of times when you get to know someone or getting to know someone or something like that, and a lot of those, you know, traits are shown to you and you flatter them by, acknowledging those traits and what you like about them and what you how you feel about whatever the traits are. That's how you truly mentally flatter a man, and that is part of the seduction. Okay, that's part of the seduction. So make sure you know that. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You really got you together. Uh-oh, sprinkle, sprinkle again. Because like so many people, y'all are so worried about rules. Y'all are so worried about this or that. You know what? There are men who don't worry about any of those rules. Okay. None of them. Why? Because no one told them to. Okay. So I'm telling y'all, don't don't come to my channel asking for permission to do stuff if that's what you want to do. Don't come like in your lives. Don't come to my channel asking me, how do you find somebody who's, this, and that, look long and hard. Because if your goal is to find someone single just to date 2 times, you've missed a bunch of guys that could have potentially spent on you, paid some of your bills, etc., etc. Okay. If you know that in no time in the near future you ain't getting ready to get married or nothing, stop choosing dates based on that. Okay. Base your dates on what you want right now, this week, this month. When you are in the mindset to want to settle down and marry and stuff like that, then you start choosing different. Okay. How do you tell a man you've been seeing what surgery you had without sounding dishonest? Don't. Why would you tell a man you've had surgery unless it's the surgery down there? Okay. Is it the surgery down there? Did you get a change? Did you make that change? If you didn't make that change, then it don't matter. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You're if that's what you're talking about, then you need to tell them straight up. Okay. You're looking to get some work done. Okay. Well, let me get it done. Hmm. Honestly, if you're looking to get work done, I don't care. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like, why are you telling me? Okay. Hmm. I am not a consultant. I don't care what you're getting done. You know why? Because it doesn't have anything to do with me. How to ask a man to pay for plastic surgery without sounding insecure. Tell him it's for something else, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's how, by lying. So, y'all want the lie? Do y'all want me to tell you a lie because y'all aren't creative enough to come up with anything? Okay, let me tell you. Past medical bills. That way, if he wants to pay something, it's going to come from a doctor's office. Past medical bills. It looks the same as a cosmetic surgery bill. It's just tell the doctor to say it's up for something else, write it down, or write it in some languages he can't understand or some handwriting he can't, I don't know, something. Past medical bills. Trying to get your credit right. Help, I'm trying to get my credit right. I need this much money to pay off my medical bill. Then put it towards whatever you need it for. Okay? Since y'all aren't creative enough to come up with that, I will help you. Come on now. Some of y'all graduated with straight A's, got master's degrees, got doctorates, but don't know how to lie. Okay, well, guess what? I have neither, but I sure teach you how to get what you want. Smart, smart. Okay. Got neither, but still getting more. You said that's me. Y'all are so silly. Y'all know I'll just be making fun of y'all. It's all for fun. Don't take it personally. You may be educated in ways that I will never be. So, how do you break up with someone? Oh my gosh, somebody help her. How do you break up with somebody, y'all? When you ask me how to break up with someone, it means you've never broken up with someone before. If someone's ever broken up with you, what did they do? Hmm. You just stop communicating and see what happens. Just don't communicate. Yeah. There you go. Because some of y'all women ask me sometimes, well, he hasn't called me in 2 weeks. I'm like, girl, y'all ain't together then. That's not your man no more. He done disappeared. And guess what? You still think he your man. So I don't know what to tell you. Some of y'all don't even know if y'all are in a relationship or not, if y'all got a man or not, or how to break up with somebody who ain't even your man. Some of y'all be asking me dumb questions like, how do you break up with somebody that's not even your man? You don't, because he ain't your man. You ain't got to break up with him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, think about that for a second. That's not your man, so you don't ever have to break up with him. Win-win. Unless you think he's your man, then you can think you're breaking up with him. How to fix if you hurt his ego. You told him to stay away, to sit with him once, and he wanted to do it. Bear. Oh my gosh, you declined because we were not exclusive yet. Um, why would you want to fix that hurt ego? Girl, bye. Sprinkle, sprinkle, thank you for the donation, but why would you want to fix the hurt ego? Okay. All right. So, y'all, you don't have other options? Always have other options so you don't have to look back and try to get stuff from the past. Okay. There you go. How often should you check in with older work husband uh, who sends you money when I ask? Um, like older people don't need that much reassurance, so it's less than a younger person. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, so maybe if whatever you're used to doing with a younger person, one fourth it. Okay. Older people don't need that much reassurance. They live long enough. They got experience. You know, they got money, so they don't need you to check in every 5 minutes. Okay, you're 32, old, dating 40, who's divorced. You looked him up online, found out he married a dusty woman. How now he's demanding your last name so he can look me up online. Then give him a fake last name. Spark, spark. Um, or give him a very common last name so it takes him forever. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And why would you tell him that you looked him up online? I mean, thank you for the donation, but why would you tell him? You're supposed to act like you don't know nothing and just act accordingly and move accordingly. Don't tell him nothing. That's your secret, man. You use that for your own mind, not to tell him that what you found about him online. That defeats the point of finding him online. You should have just asked him. Unless he was going to lie to you. Then you find out he lied. You don't say nothing until you need to say something. Until you got another one to replace him in case he get mad or whatnot. Now he want to look up your stuff. See, this is why y'all talk too much. Y'all talk too much, and you need to be quiet. Okay? It's not a competition. What's your goal? It's not about who lied to who. Da, da, da. It's like, what is your goal, man? Is your goal to get the bills paid? Then who cares if he lies? Is he paying bills? Are you trying to make him your husband? Did he lie and say he gonna marry you? Is he paying them bills while he lying though? You know, y'all are thinking too far into the future when they're not even thinking. If he's divorced, then you got a chance. Why are you mad? Why did you tell him? You know, use it when you need it. So like when he starts getting complacent, when he starts telling you no, when he starts saying this, when he thinks he's got the upper hand, that's when you pull that. That's when you say, I looked you up online. Not right after you meet him or shortly after you start dating. And you save that knowledge for when you need it. Okay. Don't come out with it right away. If you don't, if you can't hold your tongue, write it down in a journal, go tell somebody else that don't know that person. But save it. You said, how does it feel to be a sex toy? I don't know. Ask your mama. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What kind of places should we visit to meet rich men? Places that Dusties cannot afford. Okay. unless they're working there. Those places. Okay. You feel like men are in competition with your face, with you? Okay, well then, wrong man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. As long as he's competing for you, while competing against you, as long as it's for you, I don't see a problem with it. As long as it's for you. If he competing against you to come around back and buy you gifts and pay you bills, great. Let him compete. That way you know you're going to get something good. All right. Shira, he told you he doesn't like you going out, and your friends told me they wanted to get out with me this weekend. Do I listen? You're a lie. Or go out anyway and tell them I don't care what you like. Don't like. I don't like you not buying me what I want. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know what I don't like? When you don't buy me what I tell you that I want. I guess we don't like stuff about each other, but well, what we gonna do about it? Go out anyway. So you can't stop me from going out and do what I want. I'm a grown woman, and unless you pay me not to go out, I'm going out. That's what you tell him. Unless you pay me not to go nowhere, I ain't going nowhere. Every time you tell me I need to stay home, you know how much that's gonna cost you. Uh-oh, Onja, Sprink Sprink, appreciate that, girl. So tell him to pay you to stay home, or are you going out? Which one he want more? Is it worth it? Dating a provider pays rent, car, trips, anything you need. But extremely controlling and argue issues goes through your phone. Wrestled me, girl. Y'all must be young. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get you an old man who can't do none of that. All right. He's too young for you, ma'am. How old is he? I know he ain't old, because if he can still wrestle and figure out how to go through your phone, he's young. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get you an old man. You ain't got to worry about none of that. Honestly, yeah, I would work on an older one. Go find you an older one. You know why? Because they can't do that. They too scared. They start wrestling you. They mess around and get a heart attack, or their blood pressure goes up. Okay, they don't even know how to get to your phone. They can't even get past the screen, the lock screen. They can't get past it, man. All right, so if he's too young, or have you a decoy phone? That's all I could tell you. Have you two phones that look exactly the same, have the same background, make it the decoy phone. Have the ringer, tell him all the ringers are off. He won't know if you calling, because if he tries to call your phone, he won't hear nothing ring. Have a decoy phone if you're gonna be doing all of that. He's that controlling. You got to be smarter than him. That when you're smarter than men, they can't control you. So work on that. Work on how to outsmart him. Okay. If you can't outsmart him and he's controlling, then you don't need to be with him. You can't outsmart a man. He can't control. If you can outsmart a man, he can't control you. So you need to be smarter than him. All right. Smart. But you don't have to act smarter than him. You don't have to let him know that you're smarter than him. Just actually be smarter than him. All right. That's the whole point of having to play dumb. You have to play dumb. It's because you're smart. And you know exactly when to play dumb and when not to, and how to get what you want. Or you can flatter him. You can flatter your way out of him controlling you too. You can say, you know what? I love how you are so, use the word controlling. I love how you're so controlling of me. It lets me know that there is something about me that just makes you crazy. And I've always had that effect on men. Let him know you know who you are. I've always had that effect on men. But you handle it the best. You give me more space, then he's going to start to feel like he's being wrong. You give me more space, you give me more trust than the other guys did. And I really appreciate that. But right now, I just want to let you know that. But I appreciate, and I know that it's something that y'all can't help. Use the word y'all. There's just something in me or about me or something like that that makes y'all crazy and want to control me. I have no idea. I guess I'm just all that. Then he gonna let back. He gonna stop. Because you just took control of the whole situation by acknowledging that, but using it as a flattery technique to make him feel guilty for controlling you, and that you have the true power to control him because he wants to control you. You can really control him because it's just something about you. And that happens to all. That means he ain't the only one. That means something wrong with him. That means you got a spell on him. Now he's gonna start thinking, dang, what she put on me? I put, you know what I did. You know I put it on you. So that's why Take your power back. Take your power where it started with you. He ain't got no power. He's just affected by you. That's it. Flatter him to where now you're in control. That's all you got to do. So, how to break up, girl? If you ask me this one more time, if you ask me this one more time, I'm gonna send you to the short bus. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you for the donation, though. Somebody help her. Explain to her. Okay. Why am I afraid to grow up and pay bills? Well, when I'm not living with a grown man anymore in the house, or then I'm not paying no bills. Why would I pay bills if I live in a house with a grown man? That makes no sense. I don't know how your household work, sir. But if you got something dangling between your legs, you paying the bill. Spark, sparkle. Whoever house you in, we don't play that over here. Sparkle, sparkle. You got something dangling, you pay. And if it ain't dangling, then maybe you could split them bills, unless you think you got something dangling. And you are, I don't, lesbian relationships. But what I'm saying, if it's dangle, you paying. Set. All right, sparkle, sparkle. Okay, that's very simple. Can y'all think? Can y'all relate? If it dangle, you pay. If I live in a house with something that dangle, I ain't paying. Done. He won't talk to you because you refuse to give him your last name. Okay, well then talk to somebody else. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. If you are able to get him, you can get another one. All right. Why are you stressing out over one person? Is that all you think you can do? Is that the best you can do? Where's your other option, ma'am? Someone says give him a fake last name. Unless you have something to hide, I don't know what to tell you. Your boyfriend is 31, you 24. He's making it in the industry and doesn't have much, but everything he has, he gives to me. Sometimes I get frustrated because I can't do much with him. Okay, because he's too young. Sparkle, sparkle. That's why, ma'am. He's too young. 31. What you gonna do at 31? Unless he comes from money or does something that pays a lot of money, there's nothing much you can do with him. Okay. All right. All right. All right. You're 23, he's 34, he retired. Is that too young? I don't know. Can he pay for everything you want in your life? Can he pay for you? Do you want for anything? Then I don't know what to tell you. Y'all are giving me vague things. Y'all already know what y'all man can do for y'all. Why y'all asking me? Do you drive a new car? Do you drive the car you want? Do you work? Do you still clock in? Are you paying utilities? If the answer is no, then you don't, you're probably good. If the answer is yes, y'all already know the answer. Okay. Y'all really want me to sit up here and tell y'all the same thing that you already know in your mind? Hmm. Okay. I'm not, because like, here's my thing. You say some younger men have it going on, da da da. Great. They got it going on, then they'll let you know they got it going on by doing stuff for you and taking action for you. You don't need to play the guessing game, or you don't need to try to get it out of them. You don't got to work extra hard to get it out. If they're young and they like you, they're gonna spend. Okay, period. You don't have to pull it out of them if they like you more. Even if you're dating someone young, they need to like you a lot more. If they don't, then you wasting time and energy, and you're still working. You know, some of y'all want to argue the fact or debate the fact that you're dating someone young. And I don't care as long as you're getting whatever you need. I don't care if that's what you want. If that's what's happening for you, then that's what's happening for you. Okay. Thank you. That's what's happening for you, then congratulations, great. And continue to get your money always, right? But don't come in here and ask me about your current Dusty who ain't doing nothing for you. You know, it makes no sense and it's a waste of time. Okay. All right. The baby father wants you after you to move out. Okay, well, you know what? Don't marry no baby daddy. Or actually, I said that wrong. If he ain't gonna be your husband, then he ain't gonna be nothing. Sprinkle, sprinkle, but some child support. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If he's not your husband, he's child support. Okay. Y'all need to think. Okay. If he's not a husband, he's child support. Which one he want to be? You want to be child support or you want to be husband? That's what you tell him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Anyway, if you were a man, what would you want to hear from the woman that you're trying to date? If you don't like what you're going to tell that man, then don't tell him. Don't tell him. Okay. You said you're a flight attendant. Should you tell men? If you are a man, would you want to be told that by the woman that you're dating? Go from there. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you ugly, he don't care. If you look good, don't tell him. All right. If you're ugly, you could tell him you're a flight attendant all day. He know ain't nobody want to hit. All right. But if you look good, do not tell him that. Because I've seen some ugly flight attendants. Every flight attendant, most of the flight attendants that I've seen are ugly anyway. They're like, don't nobody want you. You can fly to friendly skies all you want. All right. So I've seen like maybe one or two in my lifetime, literally, that look decent. The rest of them is ugly. I've never seen an attractive flight attendant except for maybe once or twice. And that's in my entire life. Sorry. You said most flight attendants you see are sexy gals. Not me. I must be flying the wrong airline. Okay. I fly to good airlines. Maybe that's why. Yeah, I'll be flying them cheap airlines. On the good airlines, they looking for experience, which means they older or been there for a while. No, them new airlines, they take who they can get. People that's fresh out of the school, flight attendant school. So I don't know which airline y'all flying. The ones I see, I'm not worried about, man. So if you working on one of them cheap airlines and you young and you ain't got no experience and you risking your life every time you take off, don't tell him. Y'all know it's true. Okay. Uh-oh, you said I missed the super chat. Hold up, hold up. Okay. New man just got you got you a trip somewhere? Cold? What can you say to have him buy you new clothes for the trip? Show up with inappropriate clothes that are not warm, and he will. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, there you go. Make sure you pack short sleeves or very thin items, and like a windbreaker jacket instead of a coat. That way, y'all have to go shopping. Are you gonna freeze? Because you can't go nowhere. Or lose your luggage. That mean don't even bring none. Either way, you're gonna get to go shopping. Okay. Okay, you have a small crush on a friend. You come off too eager because he's your friend. How to stop this? Um, the best way to stop that is to not deal with him. Sparkle, sparkle. If that's how you feel, because obviously you like him more than he likes you, and we're not supposed to deal with people like that, or else you end up catching feelings or doing too much. So either you find someone else you like more or that likes you more, and then you can talk to him on the side. 'Cause obviously, if he's just a friend, that way it'll kind of allow you not to be that way. So that's why I say always have more than one. That way you're not going to be, you have options. Okay. Advice for women in 30s, not where they want to be financially. Okay. Um, take shortcuts like I do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, this is what I always tell women. Y'all are doing too much. Y'all are trying to get somewhere and it's taking y'all too long because y'all are afraid of shortcuts. All right, go get you an old man like I do and have him give you money. And then that's where you'll be financially. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. And a lot of y'all are like, well, I can't date no old man. Then stop asking me questions. I can't date no old man. You want me to give you a quick fix on how to get to where you are financially if you don't want or choose to date older men? Okay. Work hard for another 10 years and then you'll have it. Okay. Or change careers where you're going to make a lot more money in whatever you're doing. That's all I can tell you. Or take a shortcut and get it from a man. So that's all. If you're able to not work, save money because somebody else is paying your bills, that's how you can get there fast. Hmm. And when you get there, you'll be happy and paid. Spark, spark. Oh, what age of man to date? The age of man who could pay for all your stuff, ma'am. Sparkle, sparkle. You figure that one out. The age of man who can afford to do something for you. Okay. Whatever he could do for you, then that's what you need him to do. The convertible will be what? You went on 2 dates with guy. How should I flatter him? Then ask for money. Okay, watch the beginning of the video. I explained all of that. And also make sure you take notes because that definitely will help you remember. So you don't have to re-ask that question. Take notes, y'all. Okay. Your husband pay all the bills, but he don't want to pay. Okay. How you get him to pay for that? You get somebody else to pay for it, man. Sparkle, sparkle. I mean, that's why you're supposed to have more than one. Your man is going to buy you a car. Should you have it under your name in case he tries to take it away? Girl, he ain't buying you a car if it's in his name. Rephrase the question and then you'll have the answer. Sparkle, sparkle. Thank you for the donation, though. Okay. Make sure, like, if he don't do it, somebody else will. You already know this. Okay. Honestly, let me tell y'all are letting things stop you from getting what you want in life because y'all are too scared. Me, If I want it, you can't give it to me. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find another way. I'm sorry. That's just who I am. So if you're not going to say that and mean that, then don't ask someone else who's going to tell you the other way to get it. Okay. Listen to that again. If you're not able to get it from someone else and you're asking me how to get somebody to do something for you, I'm going to tell you to get someone else to do it or flatter them until they do it, which is the title of the video. And if they don't, then get someone else to do it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said, am I expert? Where's my rich man? Leave these girls alone. Okay. They're obviously not with you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. And why would I tell you where they're at? That makes no sense. Do you know? Let me tell y'all a secret. Women that want to know all your business or who you're dating or what type of rich man you're with or why do they need to know? It's none of their business. It's none of your business. Ain't none of your business. Where are yours? And where are you? You know, don't ask questions that are none of your business. You think I'm going to get up here and tell you on the live feed? How stupid do you think I am? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Guys, we're scared to approach you. How to see more approachable sitting at the bar. I wasn't on your phone, but sitting there smiling ain't cut it. Okay, which bar did you go to? What time of day was it? Was it the time of day that workers approach the bar, or the time of day bosses approach the bar, or the time of day owners approach the bar? What time of day was it? Are you going out with the workers? Are you out there after everyone gets off work? Or are you there while everyone's at work? Or are you there early because you go to work whenever you feel like it? Or because, that's where you're going to find the guys that have money, where they're not going to be at work. They're going to be either, and if they are at work, they don't have a specific time to be there. They can leave whenever they want. They have more freedom in their positions because they're higher up in positions. So if you're going there late night, you're getting the workers. You're getting the people that work. So you got to go there at a different time of day when all those people are probably at work. That's why they're not approaching, because they're working class. You got to go find someone who has more money to spend because they call their own shots. You got to go somewhere where they don't have to clock in every day and they could just go out to lunch and sit down and have a drink because they can. You got to go during those hours where everyone else is at work. Or if you want someone who if you want to go to happy hour, you're probably going to have better look at happy hour versus late night. Okay. Oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that cash donation. So y'all got to think about that. Y'all are going out when all the workers are going out. That's not when you go out. First of all, you already got to have options. That's why I tell y'all to have more than one. And y'all don't think about this. Y'all really don't think about it. If you're looking for one, you got to have more than one to fund your journey to find another one. Okay? Listen to me, y'all. One got to pay for you to be able to be free during the day so that you can go hang out during the day with whoever you want to, wherever you want. And you're also going to probably run into or meet people that also don't have to be at work during the day. So you need to find one to pay for your first endeavor to go out during the day, not have to work, not have to clock in nowhere. And then you meet other guys. Okay. That's why I tell you all to have options. If you don't have options, then you're going to struggle You're gonna be out with the workers. You're gonna be out late night when everybody else get off work, go home, change, go out, and have to clock back in early in the morning because they have less freedom because they probably work lesser jobs. So you need to free yourself first. So I tell y'all, go get y'all an old man, free yourself, and go do what you gotta do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You can't go out to the day because you're working. Okay, well, find you a man that say you ain't got to work no more. It could be a sugar daddy. It could be somebody you don't hardly see at all. It could be someone you tell them that's your boyfriend and you're really not. If it's somebody you're way out of their league, and they will make sure your bills are paid so you could go do what you want. Okay. Then you can go out to lunch or whatever, by yourself or with your friends or whatever, however you roll, and meet other men who aren't at work either. Okay. But you got to find somewhere to start. You got to find somewhere to start. You got to find a sponsor. All right. Get you a sponsor first, then go out. Okay. So work on your sponsors. Find you a sponsor. That means old man that you're way out of their league. You know who's gonna pay the bills and who's gonna tell you you ain't got to work no more. Go find that first. Then you are free to go do whatever you want to do. Okay. And see, most older men, especially if they're much older, they know what you're gonna do. They know you're gonna be out. They know you're gonna be, at the bar. They know you're gonna be out for lunch. They know you're gonna be with your friends and doing stuff like that. That's what they want. They know that when they call and say, you know what, I want to take you to dinner. I want to go out, that you're gonna be there. And you're like, okay, let's go. Because I don't have to clock in tomorrow and I can go do whatever I want. And they already know that they're not gonna this is like when you get those older guys that are probably already married or a sugar daddy or somebody, they don't expect you to be up under them 24/7. They don't expect it. You get more freedom. You know what I'm saying? So you find one of those, flatter them, tell them, I appreciate how much you take care of me. You're so kind. I'm so glad I don't have to work no more. It was so stressful. Da, 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 da. And they'll be like, oh no problem, baby. Da, 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 da. So get you a sponsor first. Then. Once you got a sponsor, you can go do what you want. All right. If he's paying the bills, don't make you commit. Find another guy who does have money and wants to be in a relationship. Well, yeah, exactly. Y'all multitask. I thought women were supposed to be the best multitaskers. What are y'all doing? Y'all can't multitask when it comes to men. Y'all can multitask when y'all got a baby in y'all hand cooking and cleaning for a man, but y'all can't multitask when it comes to getting men, getting the life you want, spending his money, meeting different ones. You can't multitask for that, but you can multitask as a domestic helper. Girl, y'all better get it together. You said not every older man is generous. Well, then find one that is, man. Okay. I'm not telling y'all to go out and get a broke old man. That would be pointless. And why would you even click on a video that's saying go get an old broke man? When I say old man, I'm thinking that you have enough common sense to know he's old, experienced, got money, got 401k, got the AARP, got tenure, got a savings. I'm hoping that y'all think like that because if y'all are dealing with dusty old men, I don't know. You know what? Y'all in the wrong neighborhood. Okay. Because when I see old men, they paid. I don't know which old man y'all looking at. If y'all live in a neighborhood with old broke man, move. Please move. Because y'all in a bad neighborhood if y'all got old broke people. All right. Or find you a sponsor to move you out of that neighborhood. They're not going to live there. I'm just hoping for some more common sense to be sprinkled upon the world. Y'all got some common sense? If there's old broke men where you live, if there's old men that don't have no money, move. You're in the wrong neighborhood. You're in the poor neighborhood. All right. If the bar you go to, a poor old man can afford, you in the wrong bar, man. I'm telling y'all, go to where men have to have money in order to even get there. Stop going to places where any old broke person can get into. All right. Go to a place where people say, oh no, that's expensive. Go to a place where people say, oh no, that place is too bougie for me. Go to those places. Stop going to places where anybody with any amount of money can feel comfortable. Go to places where you have to have something. Okay. So I don't mean to make fun of y'all, but y'all literally think if y'all just go anywhere, a rich man is gonna all of a sudden walk in there no matter where it is. He just chose that place. Like, dang, I'm very rich. Where should I go today? Any, meeny, miny, mo. Let's go to this place that's po. No, they're gonna go exactly where they know that they feel comfortable. Crime rate is low. And there are gonna be people in there that aren't ratchet either or poor either. They're not going to go hang out with the poor folks unless they're what they call slumming. Okay. So you got to go sit down. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got to go to them. If you don't know how to get them to the point to provide, you need to get off TikTok, you need to get off social media, and you need to go look in the mirror and see what you got, ma'am. You got to see why you are a woman. Okay? You got to be like, you know what? Go stand in the mirror naked and figure out how you can get a man to pay your bills, man. Get off of TikTok. Get off of social media and go to the source of how men are going to pay. Okay? Some of y'all women don't even know how to be sexy. Some of y'all women don't even know how to seduce because y'all too busy scrolling. Go to the source yourself. Ask yourself, how can I get this money out of this man? What are the best things you can play up? What are your best features? Work on your walk, work on your talk, work on your outfits, work on your face, work on your hair, work on everything until you don't have to ask that question again. Okay? Get out of scrolling so much. They can't teach you how to be the best seductive version of yourself. Only you can do that. Okay? Get out of the social media. They can't teach you nothing about you. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So that's how you get them to spend, by figuring out who you are and what your superpower is, man. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle, ma'am. Okay. So flatter them and they will give all day, every day. And sometimes flattering someone is just talking to them when you would never talk to them normally. Sometimes that's all it takes. It's just acknowledgement. That's it. Hmm. You said most women are repulsive, not seductive. Well, then, sir, you're probably gay. You need to go figure out who you are. Sparkle, sparkle. All right. Just glance in their direction. Exactly. If that's what you are, and most women repulse you, either you're dealing with the wrong type of woman because you can't afford to do better, or you're gay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or you're making women purposely repulse you because they don't want you to come no closer. Sprinkle, sprinkle. there's different types of women who are naturally repulsive, some who are repulsive on purpose, so you stay away, and they're not like that with everyone else. Or you're just gay. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Sprinkle, sprinkle, appreciate that. Super sticker, thanks. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So figure yourself out. How to keep up with self-maintenance when you are low on funds. The best way to keep up with anything is to already make it a habit. If it's a habit, you're going to find a way. You're going to have somebody else keep up with it. You're going to have somebody else paying for it. You're going to find a way. You're going to buy 2 for 1. You're going to go BOGO. You're going to do something. You're going to think in advance. Yes, exactly. You're going to plan ahead. You're going to borrow. You're going to allow people to know that this is how you roll. And if you can't help, then what are you doing? You're going to create a way. You're not going to say, well, I don't have it, so I can't do it. You're going to always have it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's who you are. That's who you are. So if you're trying to level up on a budget, stop spending where you don't need to spend. Okay? Stop buying stuff you don't need or want. Stop buying stuff for people that don't appreciate you. Okay? Do what you can do for free for yourself that's free. Look up deals that are free. Find stuff that are free. Go to events where they're giving out free samples. Go to places where it's like free. Like there's always free places to work out if you don't have a gym membership. There's always free places. There's always different med spas or cosmetic counters that are always giving out free samples. Go find them. Go to the department store. Ask for free samples of everything. Get you some free samples of perfume. Get you some free samples of facial creams and stuff like that. Go to grand openings for different places. Sometimes they give you discounts or free stuff. So go find some places like that. If only buy stuff that you get a free gift with if you're going to make a large purchase, So try to do stuff like that. So for example, I remember a long time ago, I bought some perfume and I got like some free stuff with it just for buying the perfume. I could have bought any perfume, but this particular perfume came with like a really nice free gift. And so I spent the money and I bought it and I got a really nice free gift with it. So if I had bought some other perfume, I would just got the perfume. So there's always things you can do. Look for deals, look for coupons, look for free gifts, all that kind of stuff. Use your points if you shop certain places. Go to the Dollar Tree. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know. Go to discount stores. Shop online. Shop out of season. Okay. If you shop out of season, you get like really good sales. And if you have really good sales, then save whatever you bought for the next season or next year, or maybe, you could still use it, but shop out of season. Like, it doesn't matter what your body scrub smells like. If you're just going to put lotion on and spray some perfume and get dressed anyway. So buy an out of season body scrub or an out of season candle if you're just, trying to level up your environment, that no one's going to smell because it's in the bathroom, and then put the in season candles, throughout your house. So think more like that. Oh, Erica Sprinkle, appreciate that donation. Yes. Okay. You said out of season shopping. Yes, always. You can shop out of season and then wait for it to be in season. Hmm. Or if you live in a climate where you don't really get too many seasons, you could, buy out of season and you can still wear it. Yep. Nothing wrong with smelling like amazing laundry and shampoo. Well, either way, if you can afford a sprinkle, sprinkle, or ask for gifts, ask for gift cards, whatever people gift you, use it. Tell them what you want. That's helps you level up. You know. Okay, and that's another thing. When you start flattering people, make sure you're flattering them around good, strategic times, like around the holidays, around your birthday, around when you need something paid for. And make sure it doesn't seem too obvious. Okay. You said not all older men have money. Okay. Let me ask y'all dusty something, or y'all people with no common sense. Let me ask y'all a question. Why would you date an older man with no money? I thought that was just obvious. Unless you have some type of fetish. Let me ask y'all dusty a question. Would y'all marry a ugly Barbara the Builder pick Misha woman if you had to pay all them bills? Not all Barbara the Builder and pick Mishas have money. Not all women that cook, clean, and do your laundry is going to have money to go 50-50 or pay the bills, sir. You still going to marry her? Y'all need to use common sense. When I say something, do I have to say the entire thing? A rich old man? Why do I have to say that? I think that's obvious. Come on now, use y'all's brains, please. Because I honestly can't help y'all if y'all that stupid. Like, I really can't. That's like, in the old days, how people used to say ink pen. I need me an ink pen. What else kind of pen is there? A stick pen? Well, I know if you got to write something, you ain't finna write it with no stick pen. So obviously, come on now, please. Help me help you. Is y'all are really that dumb? What happened to the school system? I don't even know. I can't tell you. Okay. Do you think, okay, y'all keep asking me about these celebrity couples. Let me tell y'all something. People that stay together have a reason to stay together. Okay. Money, secrets, whatever. Principle, promises, examples. For whatever reason they not separated, let them be who they are. Okay. We don't care. Do you got some stock or a bet that they gonna divorce or stay together? What you gonna make some money off of it? Then who cares? We don't care. That's their life. We do not care. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why do y'all care so much about somebody you'll never meet? Don't care about you. Gonna do what they gonna do anyway. Why do y'all care? You know what I'd be caring about instead? How much money I'm gonna get from some dude. You know what else I'd be caring about instead? How much money I'm gonna get from somebody else? What I'm gonna do tomorrow? How I'm gonna spend it if I spend it? That's what I'm gonna be thinking about. How I'm gonna make it? How I'm gonna create more of it? How I'm gonna flip it and make more? When y'all sitting over here thinking about people that is not concerned about you or what you think and don't care. So, uh, who cares? What are you gonna do? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Nobody cares. That's their business. You said, listen to Shira Sprinkles. Exactly. Y'all got a bet going or something? Y'all got money involved? Otherwise, I don't care. I don't watch sports unless I know somebody on the team or I got a bet. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What y'all doing? Wasting time. All right. Okay. Okay. Your dad told me you not to find man or many because I'm so lazy I didn't cook. Okay, first of all, I'm not listening to no man that ain't paying all my bills, and I don't really care what people think. What do you think? What do you think? Do you live for other people, ma'am? Do you live for other people's opinions of you? Then who cares what they think? Live for yourself and what you want and make it happen. I could care less what people think of me. Learn to think, not to care. Uh-oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that. Okay. You said how to get a rich chick. Find an ugly one, ma'am. Or sir. I don't know. Find somebody ugly. All right. You have naturally attracted and dated more established men. Gifts, experience, travel, how to start getting money from them or insinuate. Okay. Same way you did when you was younger, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Same way. Nothing changed. Okay. The same exact way. There's nothing you need to change. If you change anything, it's because you think that something has changed. If nothing has changed, then it doesn't matter. If it worked then, it'll work now. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Unless you don't look the same. If you don't look the same as you did back then and you looking bad, then you need to go find somebody with cataracts who can't see too good, somebody much, much older, and you can get the same thing. Okay. Here you go. Mm-mm-mm-mm. You broke things off with a handsome surgeon you was dating because he wasn't doing enough for me. Now I'm sad trying to level up from it. Girl, why would you be sad about something who wasn't doing nothing for you? Why didn't you just go get one on the side? That's dumb. Thanks for the donation, though, sprinkle, sprinkle. If you dumb, then I can't help you. I told you. Date him and date him. Then you got them. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You think a man is going to make those decisions and choices? I broke up with a beautiful woman because she wasn't putting out. You think he's gonna do that? He's gonna deal with her and deal with another one at the same time. Why? Because he's a man. He's gonna do what he wants because society doesn't put these rules on him to be stupid. All right. So therefore, do what you want, ma'am. Stop making choices and take them both. That's what I do. Both, neither, all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You ain't got to make a choice, man. If they don't make choices. That's why I'm telling y'all, stop being dumb. You know what? Y'all gotta be smart. Y'all gotta take some time to think for yourself. Okay. Y'all gotta take time to get more creative when coming up with answers or things to say to guys. Otherwise, you're not smart and you're not gonna be able to keep it going if you're dumb. I can't teach you what to do. I can teach you how to think. how to think, not what to do, not what list of things to follow, not no stupid, you know, A, B, C, and D. If you can't think off on your toes, if you can't think on the fly, if you can't think for yourself, you ain't gonna make it. So I'm telling y'all how to think. Take society's rules and get rid of what does not work for you or what's best for you. Okay. If you have to give up someone because they weren't doing something for you, instead of thinking, get another one instead at the same time and let them compete for you, then I can't help you because y'all have been too programmed by society to be stupid. So you have to deprogram that thinking. Deprogram your thinking of what that you only have one option. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Deprogram the thinking of taking advice from a dusty who can't even afford to pay your bills. Deprogram that thinking from listening to any man that doesn't make more money than you. Deprogram yourself. Okay. Because some of y'all taking advice from broke men. Some of y'all are taking advice from men with eviction notices on their door. Shut up. Stop. Some of y'all are taking advice from men who are hiding from their baby mama and child support. What are y'all doing? Shut up. Think for yourselves. Okay. A woman's instinct is so strong, but y'all are listening to idiots. Get your money. The only man I'm listening to is one who's talking about giving me some money and who got it to keep. All right. And gives it. Okay. No one is taking advice from a dude in a woman's chat. Seriously. I know. You might as well put on a bra and get your eyelashes done, sir. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mhm. Okay. Sorry I had to get on y'all for a second because some of y'all getting on my nerves, acting stupid. I have to teach y'all how to think, not what to think. Okay. You know what? If y'all are that, if y'all can't think for yourselves, how are you going to maintain getting money from a man? If you're in a relationship with a man with money, how are you going to maintain that if you can't think? Okay. Y'all got to start thinking more. Get off social media. Just, take 2 days a week or more, stay off social media so that your own thoughts and your own mind can start to work for yourself again, because y'all are being fed too much stupid stuff, and that's what your brain is absorbing, and that's what you're thinking, and that's why the dumb questions come. So get off social media for a little while. All right, get off social media for a little while, and when your own thoughts actually start to form in your brain and neurons start connecting and you have an aha moment, it means you're learning how to think for yourself again. Okay. So y'all know. And that allows you to be more creative. Okay. That way you'll know how to flatter men, when to flatter men, what type of men to flatter. You're you're going to become more aware of the real existence rather than the one that you're looking at online. Okay. Mm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. This is not social media. This is creator content. Social media is Instagram, Social media is TikTok and Facebook. This is YouTube. This is totally different. Okay. So when I say social media, I'm talking about getting on and scrolling and seeing like people who have altered, their appearance, altered their photos, you know, doing this for likes, da 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 da. That's where you go to promote stuff, promote businesses, or just post something every now and then. It's not a lifestyle. Okay, it's not a lifestyle. Stay off of it, and if that's becoming your lifestyle, it's not a lifestyle. Um, if 90% of the things that you do are online, then you're not living life. If you date online, if you only shop online, if you get all your advice from online, if you read everything online, if 90% of what you do is online, what are you doing in the real world? Why can't you function there properly? Why don't you have common sense in the real world? Because you're too online. Get offline and go out into where life really exists and see what happens. All right. Thank you. Because you're not going to know how to interact with people. You're not going to know how to seduce people in real life if you're only online. You're going to start talking to real people like you're online, and it's not going to work for you. So get offline. Stop using the phrases that you hear online and talk to people for real. You said men aren't for free. Well, if you paying, honey, make sure he got it. Or if he paying, make sure he got it. Some men are free, some men aren't. I think more gay men make men pay because they the feminine one in the relationship. So if you're the feminine one, then you shouldn't be for free, sir. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And I said it, if you gay and you ain't trying to pay, if you ain't gay for pay, or you gay and you ain't paying, then hopefully you look good enough for the other man to want to pay for you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. All right. You said only paid questions. Exactly. Yep, it's normal. Think about what you're doing that no one else is doing, and then maybe common sense will kick in. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know, you can't catch their attention. Well, then you can't. If you can't catch their attention, you're not doing something right. You know what I mean? When you go into a room, you're supposed to get all the attention. If you can't do that, go back home and start over. If when you walk into a room, nobody turn their head, at least 50% of the people, if they don't turn their head, go back home. You did it wrong. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't walk in there blended in, looking like the wall. Don't walk in there looking like nobody even want to use their neck muscle to look at you, ma'am. And I'm not putting you down. I'm just saying, if they're not doing that, go back home and start over. All right, go home and start over. You might be a very attractive woman, but are you attractive enough to get the attention from multiple people at the same time in the same place? If not, go back home and get that way. Then go somewhere. All right, because I can tell you, I go out sometimes when I don't look like this, or when I look a little bit like more plain. And let me tell you, I get more attention I get free stuff, and I get people doing more for me when I look better, when I look all made up, when I look like this. People rush to open the door for me. People rush to do things for me. People give me free stuff. People smile more. People want to talk longer. People, da da da. But when I go out looking like more plain, it's not like that. So do more than you are doing now. Get money from other men, or just take more time with your appearance. That's it. Take more time for yourself. If you don't have it, make it. Get up early. A lot of women make the excuse, well, I don't have time to get ready. Okay, well, make time, man. Go to bed early, get up early. And this is another way you flatter men, by looking good in their presence. Being seen with them looking good is flattery. That means taking the time to look extra good for a man, or a man that you're dating, is flattery. It's like, I like you enough to put in more effort to what I look like. So when people see us together, you get your props for being with me. Okay? So make sure you look the part. That's also the best way to flatter a man, is to look like you're out of their league, and then be standing with next to him. Okay. You said plain women isn't plain to men. Yeah. Listen, if it's working for you, let it work. You know what I'm saying? If being plain works for you, and you're getting all bills paid, you ain't got to work, then more power to you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. See, because when I say stuff, some of y'all say, well, I get attention from men and I'm playing, but are you getting bills paid for men? Do you work? Do you clock in? Then it ain't working. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you are playing and you don't have to clock in, and men paying them bills, more, congratulations to you. But some of y'all be saying, well, I get attention from men and I'm playing. Okay. Do you get enough attention to get free stuff all the time? Do you get them rushing to open the door for you? Do you get them rushing to say, is there anything I can do for you? Can I help you? You got some bills I can pay? Then that's it. When I speak, I'm speaking about getting this money, not what attracts Dusties. And sometimes, if you look like a Dusty is talking, if a Dusty is talking to you, and a man with more money sees that you're not feeling him, or like, they might be a gentleman and step to you and take you away from that such Dusty, especially if you look good. They be like, okay, I know I could get rid of this Dusty for her, because I can tell she don't really want to be dealing with that. So they was like, okay, come on. You said attention and benefits are two different things. Exactly. Okay. A ratchet chick with purple hair, green hair, yellow hair can walk in and get attention with skin tight clothes on, because she get all them bills paid. A plain woman that is very plain and doesn't turn any heads when she walks into a place can get attention from somebody who likes plain women, but can she get all them bills paid? But you put an attractive woman in there that will turn most of the heads in the building, or catch most of the people's eye in the building, she gonna get something paid. So just know that, because you're flattering them with your looks. Okay. So it's kind of like, okay, girl, I'm not talking to any of y'all personally. Don't ever take what I say personally. What I say is for the video, not for you. Okay? That's another thing y'all need to understand. I don't know you, therefore, don't take nothing personally. Sparkle, sparkle. Okay, there you go. How to get a man you like to call instead of text. When he text you. Text him, I can't text right now, but if you like to talk to me, You can say that. Then he'll figure it out. Sprinkle. If you don't like taking phone calls and he doesn't like being on the phone with you, then guess what? Y'all need to meet in person. Y'all need to meet somewhere so where y'all can see each other out and about. Okay? Sprinkle. Okay. How do you get rid of a dusty? And you told him you're not interested in them. Get somebody else. Sprinkle. Get a different man. Okay. Then what he gonna come back to? A couple? Could you create another YouTube? Your loved one relationship advice on one-on-one male week. Why would I do that? That is not who I am. Sprinkle. You could do it though. You go ahead and do it. This is what I do. What did she ask me to do? A channel on love and relationships? Girl, do you know who I am? Sprinkle. You got the wrong one. Sprinkle. Okay. Girl, she looking for some real. She looking for fairy tale. Okay, when I make a fictional channel called Fairy Tale, this lady is gonna be telling you fairy tales. All right. I'll make a fairy tale channel. Y'all pay. Sprinkle. Who want a fairy tale channel? It's gonna be fictional. And y'all gonna come right back to this channel. We're like the fairy tale channel is just making women expect that men are the perfect. So you want me to make a channel where men are perfect? If you believe in a creator or God, he can't even do that. So what makes you think I can do that? You want me to go in there and make you a fake fairy tale channel and tell you how to get the perfect man and the perfect life and the perfect relationship? You want me to lie to you? Okay. But it's gonna cost you. You said I could do that for Halloween? Yes, after you meet the man on the first date, he will propose to you and marry you, and you will live in a giant castle and live happily ever after for all eternity. And he will be 100% faithful all the time, and you will look so beautiful, and you will have the perfect life forever. Yes. Well, how do I get a prince to marry me after the first date? You're gonna be asking me stupid questions like that if I start that channel, and I don't know if I'll be able to take it. I'll have to say, well, you have to be underappreciated as a woman, and you have to have a magical, you know, fairy godmother. Do you have one of those? No? Okay, well, then it's not going to be possible. Sorry. You don't have one? Oh my gosh, you better go find one. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to have the perfect life. Sprinkle. Okay. Anyway, you said I definitely feel like there's a lot of people that are stuck in that fantasy world. And if they want to stay in that fantasy world, it's totally okay for them to stay there until they aren't doing anything and they're not getting anywhere anytime, it's perfectly fine. When they get there and they're tired of it, then they can definitely get somewhere else faster once they realize it's not working. Mhm. Okay. How to deal with being ugly. The same way that you deal with being pretty. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Learn how to make it work for you. There are plenty of blind men that have money. Okay. They might not be 100% blind, but they got cataracts. Find one of them, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You old or you young? If you're ugly, are you young? Will you only agree to go out in the evenings? Will you try your best to look better when out in public? You know, will you at least try? Sometimes women that are not as attractive as other women, if they don't even try, it's like they gave up. And they might not even really be ugly. They might just not be trying. Okay. So at least try. Go out at night so people can't see everything. You know, use things to your advantage. If everything on you is pretty or beautiful or extravagant, and the only thing that's ugly is your face or whatever, then you can distract from it with everything else. You see, look, I got this wig, I got makeup, clothes. Distract with all of that if you're really ugly, because then you'll just be, at least looking decent. Okay. So you can go from ugly to decent if you distract from the ugliness. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Come, we'll see sunglasses and a wig. Okay. I know that was a real question. So I gave you an answer. You said they just need maintenance routines and beauty treatments. Okay, okay, let me tell y'all something. Some of y'all that are ugly is because nobody taught y'all how to be anything else. So if no one taught you how to look better or decent, then use this time and go and find out how you can look better. There are so many videos on how to improve looks. That's all you got to do. Just go scroll until you find somebody uglier than you. They have some type of tutorial, some type of hair, some type of whatever. Go find somebody that look uglier than you on YouTube. That's what you got to do. And it says, get ready with me. How I turn from this to this, before and after. They look uglier than you on the before picture. Click on it. All right. And see what they're doing. It's like, oh, dang. She went from here to there. Good, let me click on that. That's how you learn how to look better. Okay. Find somebody that look worse than you in a before picture and better than you in an after picture. You do that, you win. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. He said rude. That's just the truth. Y'all don't like y'all like people to lie to y'all, but then y'all get mad when a man lied to you. Make it make sense. Y'all want to be lied to about the truth, but then when it comes to a man, he ain't supposed to lie to you. Make it make sense. Oh no, what you want me to tell you? Oh, no one's ugly. They just lazy. Oh, you're not ugly. I'm sure you're a beautiful young woman. If you say you ugly, I'm just gonna assume that you think you ugly. So I'm gonna help you figure out how to not be as ugly. I'm not getting ready to sit here and talk you out of what you were thinking. So if y'all don't like my bluntness, go find someone who has time to sit there and lie to you to where you have to ask the same question again and again until you get the answer you actually want, which is not going to be online. You want the truth. That's what you want. Some of y'all want the truth. That's why y'all ask these questions. The truth is, you can always look better if you want to. It's literally your choice. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Y'all want me to sit there and lie to y'all? Okay. Let me make my other channel so I can get paid to lie too. Make my fairy tale channel. Everything y'all want to hear, but that don't work. You said, would I date a carpenter or a blue collar man if he owned the blue collar business? Okay. Owners, ma'am. Owners, not workers. Owners. Date owner. Do they own a business? Do they own their own business? Is the business in their name? Are they spending money? Are they paying bills? Do you want for anything? Okay. Because you know what I'm saying? Always go for the owners. Owners, owners, not the workers, not the workers. If you got to go through the worker to get to the owner, that's what you got to do. That's what I do. Look, where your boss at? Where your boss at? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm, 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 mm. Anyway, y'all, I gotta go. But I really hope that you've learned something from this video. Watch the first, what, 30, 40 minutes. It's going to give you all the ways to flatter, when to flatter, how to take something and flip it and make it flattering to you and him and make him do what you need him to do, whatever, whatever. Now watch the beginning of the video, take some notes, make sure, so you don't have to ask the same questions again. Keep you a little notebook. So the next time you are live, you don't have to ask the same question over and over because you remember the answer because you wrote it. All right. Or you can get the books. Books are in the description bar. They're on Amazon. Get the books. I've written several books that you guys can, order and read and make sure you can have that with you. But y'all, I gotta go. So I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Bye.